Hello, welcome back to another video of mine. It's been about 9 days since the first post. Figured I'd make a New Year's post, try to kick things off with a New Year update, I guess, even though it's just been one video. So I am constantly thinking of how to make things interesting, lively, energetic. Um, and I can't help but just feel like everything that I put out, I want to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more, you know, energetic and different. So, over the events of the last video, I got some feedback. Right off the bat, I just gotta say that doing the paranormal and those types of things, I feel like is something that I probably want to do not as a frequent basis, but just something that I want to kind of do occasionally with a couple of other things. Yeah, I think it just makes the channel not just one avenue, especially if there's already other channels that do that and they do it at their own way, their craft. So for me, it I want to do a lot of different styles to see which one better fits me. I want to do at least a couple of activity videos where it's like I sit down, we have a moment where I kind of go over some of the things that are happening in the most recent current days, almost like a daily update. But I mean, if there's nothing really to update you on, then it's just kind of like, well, what's the point, right? So I kind of want to do a little bit of everything. Uh, Reveal some cards that are kind of some stuff that I enjoy, as far as like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, that those types of things, card collecting games. I kind of thought about where I want to take it as far as games are concerned. I'm under the impression that I should probably just talk about the games that I enjoy. What games are games that I've played for years and years, and some that bring back, childhood memories. I know that in my scope of things, I do not like, per se, the newer game system consoles. It requires a lot of internet, a lot of extra pay. It requires a lot of stuff that at the end of the day, you're probably going to save a lot more money by getting an older game system, buying the game itself, and being able to play it. Older game systems are something that just never require too much involvement. I think it's like the cheapest route, because at the end of the day, you end up with a good, strong collection of games that you can play, try, if you like it, you keep playing it. If you don't like it, then you just kind of put it away and it just collects dust and it's no big deal. So as far as like making this a gaming channel, I kind of see it as uh, something that I just don't want to do. I've already tapped on reaction channels, knowing that reactions are kind of like the bare minimum, and I feel like that's just an easy cop out. And some people have the kind of enthusiastic vibe that makes a person want to watch it. But for me, I honestly don't want to do that kind of stuff. I feel like it's, like I said, bare minimum. You kind of give your immediate reaction. Holy smokes, that was crazy, whatever. So, reaction channels probably, for me anyway, reaction channel probably not. Game channel, a little. A little here, a little there. Nothing too over drastic, crazy. Yu-Gi-Oh card showings, kind of trying to, hey, I got this one, I got that one. Maybe even try to strike up a couple deals on the online and see exactly how much it's either worse price value. Um, those are types of things that I think would probably catch a really good audience for, especially if you yourself at home are also collecting these cards. You have the same exact one, and you say, "Oh, wow, I I have that exact same card. I can't believe it's priced at that one, at that price." Um, Doing comedy skits, comedy sketches, making kind of a good environment for other people to want to watch. Also, I strongly want to not only just reach my audience that might be a little bit older, so they definitely don't have um, too much of that going on. Uh, but they also don't play video games. Don't also, like watching other videos that just seem like for younger audiences. I kind of want to integrate something for each and every area and kind of make it interesting, even if I'm as maybe young and trying to incorporate a lot of this positive energy. So, the paranormal route is something that I'm also not really 100% certain of. So, for now, I'm thinking of like the next video really giving it a good a good premise, not just to sit down and talk, not just the kind of updated kind of stuff, unless I had a little bit much more of like a system put in place where I could really sit down, get to reach out to you, and make it a little bit more interesting. So, in thinking about all these different things, I am wanting to try to wrap in another individual into this channel who can probably do things a little bit differently so that it's not just a one singular person 100% on the channel who is, doing something, but then there's another post from another person on the same channel. So I'm thinking about those kinds of things, thinking about different avenues, different ways of making the channel a lot more interesting and making things a lot more exciting and fun and vibrant. So I plan on the next video being a lot more different. May not be like an explosion, but it'll be a little different. And hopefully we can get something really, really going on. Even if it is just an exploration video where I not only tell you the location and the distance, but also what I'm kind of going there for, trying to see it would be worth the time, worth the energy, worth the video. You know, I mean, I know it doesn't cost a lot to actually press record and show people where I'm going, but it kind of takes a little bit away, especially if all you get is like a speed run of where it's going, where I'm going. And then I kind of show up and kind of address the audience and blah, 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 blah. And then I show a little bit of this scene, and it just, yeah, just doesn't seem to be exciting. I know I tried that a couple of times on maybe an older channel, I think. So that's kind of like the kind of thing that I'm thinking about, is how to make it a lot more fun and exciting, how to make sure that the audience knows that what they clicked on is 100% authentic and it's not fabricated, it's not using methods or trying to trick the algorithm. I kind of want to be a channel that is built from the ground up, because this is genuinely a hobby for me. And if that hobby ends up taking me beyond, then you guys get to come along for the journey. And it would be a strong journey for both individuals. So I think that that's going to be a complete idea of the gist of this video, is just to point out where I want the video to go, where I want the channel to go, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully the next video I post will be a lot more exciting, a lot more involved. This is just kind of like the second update video, where it's like I brought the channel, so my first post in a while. Now it's kind of tapping back onto the first video and saying, this is what I am going to do, this is what I'm not going to do. And then the next video is when the pieces start moving. So stay tuned, because things might just get a lot more interesting.